take it back to a simpler time. I wonder if Jesus were Puerto Rican. Nah, maybe he was a stonemason. I wonder if Jesus was Mexican.
See.
Things would have been simpler. The world better. The wood wetter. The owl a bit hootier. I swear to God we're not high. If Jesus was Mexican, he'd make food out of corn. If Jesus were a Mexican, he probably wouldn't direct underage porn with a chicken. But maybe with his friend, Mr. Owl. Does anybody remember Mr. Owl? Said, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Mexican pop? Said, how many licks would it take for Jesus to chew through his cage? How many licks would it take for Jesus to get to the center of a jack-o'-lantern made out of a puppy? Gave to his father from Hanukkah, but he wasn't an Israeli. No, he was Mexican. So he got a sleeping bag for Feliz Navidad. Float across the river because no one else could walk on water, and he dried it up so they would all stay in Mexico. I said, now how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Mexican pop of a Mexican? How many licks would it take for Jesus to gnaw through his Mexican cage made out of bamboo reeds? Don't ask me how they got bamboo reeds in Mexico. Maybe he was from China. But this is about what Jesus would be like if he were a Mexican. He would take a bike tire and he would learn to fly with his bike tire. He would celebrate Kwanzaa because he's a Mexican, and now Mexicans are black. They would celebrate Kwanzaa, no Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. If Jesus were a Mexican, he would probably not celebrate Kwanzaa or Ramadan. He would eat pork, no he wouldn't, cause he'd still be kosher. If Jesus were a Mexican, no, I'm thinking Israel, whatever, they're all the same. But he was Israeli. He was from the land that's disputed by Palestine, and yeah, you might have to wear a life jacket, but he was Israeli, thank God. But that would have made a much, much cooler Bible.